Hey buddies, welcome to Amass Games. My name is Simon, and today I'm taking you through 50 through to 1 of the most played board games for the month of April 2022. Now, I'll be giving you some commentary as to why I believe such games have appeared where they are on the list, maybe why they're new entries, as well as games that have fallen off this list. Now, I am using a different microphone. I'm also using a different laptop, so I'll be trying to reduce the noise on the laptop in future, so I do apologise for any issues. Please let me know in the comments in YouTube on anything you have to say about anything in this list. It'd be fantastic to hear you. This isn't a 4K recording, but all the other games are indeed. Everything else in the video is usually always in 4K. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Of course, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. Let me know in the description as well. The description is where you can also see via Patreon to support the channel. You can also go through to Instagram, over 2,300 posts, and also Linktree where there are occasionally giveaways to keep checking back every day. Well, let's talk about this list. So, April was an interesting one. I'll tell you why specifically in a couple of moments, but some of the games you will not see in this list include It's a Wonderful World, dropping off from 43, Nidavellir at 44, Tapestry at 45, Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest at 46, A Feast for Odin at 47, Meadow at 48, and Clank at 49. So a whole tranche, all next to each other, have jumped off. Very odd. We have one game from 2022, 6 from 2021, 5 from 2020, 8 from 2019. In 2018, there were 9, 2017, 5, 2016, 5, 2015, 3, 2014, 2, and then nothing in 2013 again, and 6 were prior to either 2012 or in that said year. So again, we have some new entries. Let's talk about them as well. There are some more players. A total of 61 new players have been uniquely identified as well. And let's crack on with that list. So starting us off at number 50, we've got a slight issue going on here as the back button is going on. So let's just hope this goes through the right way. Here we go. Apologies. This is due to the fact that the laptop, when testing this, went through slightly differently as to how I was configuring it. So that was something I had to retest. So we have Jaipur here. It's the 7th highest new entry. This is the 2nd edition. This cover art, I believe. Having said that, people seem to be logging it for that 1st edition. It's jumped in rank by 4 positions. It's the 7th highest new entry. It has been as high as 18th on this list. Next up, we have another game on boardgamearena, Beyond the Sun, in at 49. It's the 2nd biggest faller, though, dropping rank by 8 positions. I don't know if that's going to stick around. I'm going to say it's not going to be here next month. Then we have Codenames, 6th highest new entry, 14 positions up. And the common theme will be in this list is we've had Easter, we've had parties. That has been why it's at such a high position. And there's a new version of Codenames actually I've seen. I think it's The Simpsons coming out. It's quite interesting. So next up we have Six Nimmt by Wolfgang Kramer from 1994, the Spiel.digital's recommended game. I have got a lot more to tell you about more Six Nimmt stuff. There is a video on the channel in the next few days by Amigo, and I look forward to you seeing that and let me know your thoughts. There are numerous videos on the channel. If you check the top right hand corner of your screen occasionally, there'll be suggestions for other videos, and there've already been some already so far in this video. So this has gone up by 5 positions, so that's another boardgamearena game. And another boardgamearena game, it's up 4 positions as well. It's the 2nd least time spent playing, and yeah, seems to be having that effect. I think there's a new expansion. I've already played it for Architecture's Kingdom. I've played with many other things, such as the new treasury box when you get taxed and numerous other things. All those posts are over on Instagram, so let me know your thoughts there. Last time I played this was Asymmetric. It's the 4th highest new entry in at 45. And there's, of course, the new version, this new Tigris trilogy. So Mission Deep Sea by the crew. This is Cosmos and Thomas Singh. This is also on boardgamearena, 2nd most plays per player at 44. And that was in 2021. 2019, Res Arcana is in Premium, also on boardgamearena at 43, dropping in rank by 5 positions. Great Western Trail, this is the 1st edition, but the 2nd edition is on boardgamearena. Why it's on this list? That's why it's jumped to 22 positions. It has been as high as 8 on this list, though. It has had 58 months on this list, published first in 2016. This is the Eggert Spiel version I have, in fact, and you can see all those videos on the channel too. 3rd least played per player, 3rd highest entry. Next up, 41, it's the 2nd highest entry. Canvas is finally hitting retail in a big way. It's taken a while to come through, and it has jumped 20 positions. Let's look at the art for a second. So, There is another actual playlist. There's loads of playlists on the channel. You can see my top 10 playlists, my top 50 playlists, such as what this is in, and you can also see my art gallery playlist for Clemence France, my favourite artists as well, relating to board games. So yes, this is the new entry and came out in 2021. Next up, we have a game which I think is as high as it's doing, because not only is it been fulfilled by Kickstarter, it's a strong solo experience. I've yet to play it. I was due to play it with the person I played Architects with, but we didn't have time in the end. It was the highest entry, jumping 40 positions. Okay, that's 40, long shot the dice game. I'll talk to you hopefully again in the future about that. And my ranking, 39, Arkham Horror the card game. It's dropping 2 positions at 39. We have at 38 another game on Boardgamearena, dropping 3 positions. It's King of Tokyo by Yellow. Then at 37, we have got Parks. It's the third biggest faller in players. It's the biggest faller overall, and in terms of rank, and it's the second least plays per player. And now up at 36. So Parks is on Boardgamearena. You can see my video for that. Calico, please, I hope to play it in 1 week's time at the UK Games Expo. It, as the change in players has dropped by 46, it's dropped by 2 ranking positions here. Highest rank has been 18, and it's been 20 months on this list now. Then we have Ganz schön clever, up 5 positions at 35. You can watch videos for Clever Cubed, which is the third one and one of the stronger games in the trilogies. Not a big fan of this one, but we'll be bringing a review for that as well. And then we have, and at 34, the Mac Daddy, dropping 1 ranking position. It's the second most time spent playing. Gloomhaven, yep, 34, highest rank has been on this list, has been number 1. It's 60 months now, and it's it dropped massively by a good 10 or so positions, but yeah, it's holding steady at position 34. These characters, by the way, those key henchmen, if they identify as men, they look very similar to the character I've been playing in a follow-up game I'll talk to you about in a bit. Next up, we have the highly ranked Brass Birmingham. It's the least place per player. Birmingham will be a place I'll be in for a week next week. And yeah, like I said, for the Games Expo. So that is 33, Brass Birmingham. 32, we have Fantasy Realms, a game I first played in 2017, but was not widely available, especially in the States, until this year, or the end of last year, for the Spiel.digital by WizKids. It's jumping 2 positions, two new players, and its change in rank has dropped by 3. So, Viticulture Essential Edition, also on Boardgamearena, dropping 1 position from 30. Now at 31, it's been as high as 20 on this list, and 61 months on this list as well. Again, I only play it with the Rhine Valley expansion, in my opinion. Okay, next up we have Seven Wonders. Again, it's on Boardgamearena. It's gathered a lot more players, 127 new players, and total unique player count is 1324 compared to Viticulture, which is 1293. So we keep on increasing that players. And yes, with more players, I can say now Boardgamearena is the second edition. I think they're having a big effect on Boardgamearena, but it has been as high as 121 months on this list. Came out in 2010. And I have played this at, just to let you know, I don't know, this is the second edition of the image, but it is the first edition that we're looking at play against. I log it against the second edition, and it's the version that I've been playing most frequently, a lot of as well. More stuff to Seven Wonders I'll be telling you about soon as well. Next up we have Scythe, of course this lovely, should we say lovely? Definitely not lovely necessarily. Obviously industrial punk setting. It's it's in at 29 here. It's dropping 46 players, but it has also dropped in rank by 3 as well, averaging 1.9 plays per month. Then we have at 28 Sagrada by Floodgate Games. It's dropped 1 position, 68 new players though, and the highest rank is 4. So up next we have 27 Cartographers, a game that I got way ahead of. Most people are aware of it. Really good. I got order direct from the publisher, which I highly recommend. Games, dropping 5 positions, and yes, the highest rank has been 7. In at 26, we've got Just One. It's the highest riser. Again, it's Easter party month. Least time spent playing though. Okay, so that is the top half or the bottom half of the list. I don't know how you choose to word it. That's your choice. But another party game, sort of, is not going up, and that is dropping 4 positions. Seven Wonders Architects, interestingly. I wonder if they're going to start crossing over again. So this is also on Boardgamearena, slightly quicker, but you know, I don't know what any preferences. I think I slightly prefer the original. And then we have the Castles of Burgundy in at 24, also on Boardgamearena, up 1 position. Then we have Spirit Island dropping 4 positions at 23 by Fable Nexus. And then we have 22, The Quest for Planet 9, third most placed per player. It's obviously jumping, it's up 2 positions in rank as well. And next up we have Welcome to Down 3 positions. I played actually Welcome to the Moon, which is way better than the other ones. I only gave Welcome to a 6 out of 10. Also on Boardgamearena. It's not my favourite by any stretch of imagination. It's not in my top 20 flip and fills or whatever you might want to call it, roll and writers as well. But then we have Root, second highest riser. I think it's the next expansion, which is kind of the reason behind this, and also more app-driven stuff. At 19, we have the second, well, it's the biggest fallen players. This is on Boardgamearena as well. The highest rank has been 13. It is the third biggest faller. It was, of course, 13 last month. But it has been 24 months on this list as well. At 18, we do have Jaws Line. Like I said, I mentioned about that character. So that's up 2 positions, 18. 11 months on this list. 11th is the highest rank, 21 months on this list. And then we have King Domino at 17. It's the third least time spent playing, dropping 1 position on Boardgamearena. Then we have Patchwork, also on Boardgamearena, and this is up 1 position though. And then we have Space Base, also on Boardgamearena, not changing ranks. So is that going to hold steady for a while? I think it might. I don't like it as much on there. Having been playing Magic Color Legacy, and you'll be seeing a video for that very soon. Like I said, it's come back in favour for me by quite a strong way. Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, though, is the second biggest fallen players. It's dropped 3 positions. It's dropped almost 200 players, which proportionally, well, it did start off with unique players is 1,707, so it's quite a sizable chunk there. Then we have Marvel Champions. It's the third biggest gain in players. It's the third highest riser. It's also got the most plays per player and the most time spent playing. So I think all these new expansion packs are just constantly having this one just keep bumping itself up. Huge jump. But then we have 44 new players joining for Carcassonne, interestingly, again, a family weight game. 2 jumps in rank as well, up from 14 to 12. This is also on Boardgamearena, and the highest rank has been 3, also 120 months on this list, first published 2000. Then Everdell, dropping 1 position, there's the latest expansion that's just come out, I think the Pearl one. Highest rank has been 3. And then in at 10, we have Splendor, up 2 positions, also on Boardgamearena. Then we have at 9, we have Seven Wonders Duel, no change whatsoever. At 8, we have the Quacks of Quedlinburg, no change again. There's the new kids version of that, also out as well. And then we've got June Imperium, watch June again, even better, bizarrely on a smaller screen, shall we say. But this is dropping 2 positions. We then have Lost Ruins Varnak, also dropping 2 positions, also UKGE nominated. And then up 1 position for Terraforming Mars, also nominated for its book, which I've read, which you can see on the channel too. And my Board Games Novels playlist, dropping 2 positions Azul. There's a new version of Azul involving chocolate pieces, not real chocolate, but yeah, master chocolatier you're playing, so pieces fall off onto the floor, and that's what it is. Then you have no change for Cascadia, the follow-up to Calico, second biggest gain in players. At 2, the biggest gain in players, it's gained 1,465 players compared to Cascadia, which was 503, which was in third, of course, and it's the third most time spent playing. Okay, so it has been on month for 5 months now. It has been on this list for 5 months, published last year, and then no change for Wingspan. It's gained 259 players, no change in rank here, averaging 2.1 average plays per month, 146 minutes a month as well per player. Playtime per player, that's in minutes, as I said. It's the highest rank, of course, been number 1, 40 months on this list, published in 2019. Hope you found this of interest. Loads more videos still coming daily. There have been for the last couple of years. And again, any other questions, keen to let you know what your thoughts are. And now, back to the table.